don't want to do this.
All for One's out of prison now, so things will go exactly as he wants them to. You know if you don't follow orders, he'll murder the—
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny, this is my beautiful wife Montana, and this is Hogarth.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 7, Episode 3 of My Hero Academia, Villain. All right, we've got lots of options here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Shigaraki All For One is going to deal with this pretty significant loss, because I feel like he hasn't really been, handled like that until now.
But I want to see what's going on with the UA students, how they're prepping for this battle. It got delayed a little bit, I think, because Shigaraki was really wounded, and I'm excited to see what they're up to. But if you're excited for more episodes of Season 7 of My Hero Academia, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't wait and want to see about 10 to 11 episodes ahead, right now they're all posted to Patreon, and they're extended full-length forms with more commentary, more parts of the episode, less cuts, along with other shows we're watching: Jujutsu Kaisen, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, Hazbin / Arcane at this point, so make sure to check those out. Are we excited for episode 3 of Season 7 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
After hearing All Might's request for aid, America's #1 hero, Star and Stripe, made an urgent visit to Japan. As soon as she arrived,
I think that's just
Tomura
the
Shigaraki
melding
launched a violent attack. Star's quirk, New Order, allowed her to change the rules of the world around her. It looked like she had the advantage in their fight, until Shigaraki managed to touch the hero, killing her. Star didn't go down without a fight, though. With the last embers of her life, she used New Order to deal a serious blow to Shigaraki, destroying a number of his quirks.
That was awesome.
The way All For One was so upset, too.
Won't be
He's
on
like,
his
you
feet
cheated.
for at least a week. This is your parting gift to us. A strategic delay. But in order for you to protect yourselves, and those you want to protect throughout the world, you need to use this extension to become as strong as you possibly can.
Or a clip. Gorgeous.
This is probably where the villains are hiding.
It's the butterfly, Kenneth.
Come now, other me. There's no need to fret.
Other me.
We'll endure. Your quirk factors are simply fatigued, out of sorts. In time, you'll be able to use your many powers again.
I'll kill you, damn it. You will suffer, all of you. As long as there's a single person on this earth who remembers All Might's face, this hate within me won't go away.
Our consciousnesses are combining.
What?
I can...
So
even, his allies? He's threatening everyone in the room now, right?
Perhaps.
Do they not know All Might's face?
Maybe you're right. You might be right, because the thing is, what All For One just said is that their personalities are combining.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about anybody but killing All Might. And the reason why he's mentioning that is because who inspired Star and Stripe? All Might. It's just no matter. And also...
Can't get away from that blonde hair.
This is the thing. She styled her hair after him.
Yeah.
So when they were fighting, you can see All For One just being like...
No, if you squint just a little, it very easily could be All Might.
Also the strength build.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Getting the shit beaten out of you, that'll do it.
Him showing that he cares less about his comrades and is more just focused on his goal.
Our consciousnesses are combining. I can feel it. His frenzied anger. It's as though Tomura's pain and resentment are my own.
That's why he needs to take one for all.
What great progress. We may not have taken New Order, but the horizon has been cleared of one of our greatest obstacles. Rest easy. You mustn't dwell on one failed plot when there are so many in play. Apologies. I asked you to prepare for action, but we must wait longer.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm stuck here while my own man flies free. Can't take it anymore.
He's burned for his face.
You and I are quite similar, except for one thing.
Huh?
Take this to heart. A wise man, such as myself, will pave many different roads to a single goal. That's how I ensure success against any odds. To be more precise, I craft alternative routes years, sometimes decades in advance. I begin by following the path that best suits my needs and timeline. And if it's blocked, I simply switch to another.
Reevaluate.
Understand? I've mapped infinite routes. My completed body will take more time than expected, and Izuku Midoriya has unfortunately returned to UA's fortress.
You can just see right where he is.
But that's fine, because unlike you, Toya,
That search quirk.
I have many friends.
Hold on.
I'm not a
Hold on.
fucking
Hold on.
loser.
Hold on.
Is that...
Is the invisible girl an imposter or something?
I have many friends.
That's the invisible girl.
yeah.
Hagakure, I think her name is. Is he saying that he has a friend on the inside? Hold on.
Izuku Midoriya
I'm gonna wait till the end of the
Yeah.
returned
I have an
to
idea.
UA's fortress. But that's fine, because unlike you, Toya, I have many friends.
And then it says villain.
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that? And then I
Okay.
have thoughts. I'm going to still let Montana say her thoughts first, because I've had so much time to think about this. I don't want to just jump in, but what
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like he's implying that the invisible girl is a double agent undercover working for him.
I don't know if you remember this. Back when they invaded the camp with all of them in it, it was revealed that there might be a UA traitor. And then they
I
kind of
remember
never
that.
came back to it. And I thought
Yeah.
they forgot about that plot.
The invisible girl is pretty perfect for that.
Yes, but can I tell you who I thought it was? And I'm kind of like annoyed I didn't think of the invisible girl. I thought it was the French guy.
Damn you! You traitors!
Interesting.
Because he's so the back of the pack, like he doesn't really do much. There was a weird look that Dabi gave him during the camp. I thought it was the French guy. Maybe Hagakure makes more sense. She's like an invisible person, like you can spy easily.
That's a very...
Yeah, but the other aspect of the French guy that made me think it is he has, well, a lot of people have quirks that like have limitations, but it felt like his didn't quite mesh with him very well. Like he always is kind of like pooped after he uses his quirk. So I thought maybe like All For One like gave him it or something.
Interesting.
And it didn't quite make sense for him.
Yeah.
That's why I need this support item for it to even work.
Okay.
Maybe.
I could have seen that.
But you know what? I think they're
Maybe
showing
it's
us
a
it's
double
Hagakure.
spy.
Wow. Well, let's see.
More butterflies. Where are the butterflies? Oh no, just kidding.
Too slow! Like a this!
If I had to guess, the two butterflies representing All For One and Shigaraki.
Yeah.
You're too slow! Like a this!
Oh, hell yeah. I'm so hyped to see more of their quirks.
Octoblow! Mermaid tail dance!
Same move from season 1.
This is all I got.
Ready, charge bolt!
This one's gonna stay!
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they're just working on their combos. They got 1 week. Oh, acid.
From the top! Quick, Proppy! Gravity! Meteor! Cascade!
Whoa.
Very cool.
This is sick.
I love this.
I got him!
No, you don't. Oh, sweat in the air.
Oh shit.
Wait, do you see what he just did?
Yeah.
Like he put sweat in the air and then activated it when he was in the middle of it.
Gross.
That's genius.
Stored up my power and then fired. Endeavor taught me that. And I'm not talking a single detonation. My improved cluster attack comes from me flinging around beads of sweat, then exploding them together.
Yeah, I'm
That
sure the
upgrade's
rainbow
just
doesn't
the
have to do
beginning.
with you
I'm leveling
having
up
one for
all
all
my
1 point.
moves.
But anyway.
Which means I've got to start sweating a lot more.
Oh, that's why you're wearing your winter suit.
Overheating eats up my stamina.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I was wondering.
Everyone is improving. There's definitely something different about Todoroki.
Oh yeah, he's locked.
Well,
I'm starting to get the hang of this. I can almost regulate my left side as well as I control my right.
wow.
This body will withstand Dabi's flames. My fire and ice working in harmony.
Oh, I need to say one. Yeah, fantastic. But another thing I want to say going in the season, who's going to get a quirk awakening? They taught us last season, or the season before and last season, like about people whose quirks like just
randomly
get
upgrade.
way stronger.
Yeah.
And I had a few guesses. I need to say them now. Uraraka, she can increase the gravity of something. What if you could touch something?
Make it super heavy and just not
super
pick
heavy
upable?
and not movable.
Okay.
Like, go up to a person and be like, you're frozen.
You're done now.
Like,
okay.
So that's one scary one. But what if Toya awakens and gets cold as well?
I could definitely see that happening.
They said his body's like his mom's body. Like,
yeah.
Probably not though. The blue was probably his awakening, if I had to guess.
I guess I'm picturing something along the lines of Toya fighting Shoto, and Toya notices something new that Shoto is doing in order to achieve this balance, because we just saw that he's been like training and practicing that. And then Toya is able to apply the same. I'm picturing some kind of like circulation where you can maintain the flames without hurting yourself. I don't know.
Maybe like he has a bit like some sort of like, instead of using the ice quirk, he can ice up his own body or something.
Yeah.
Like, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's his awakening.
I know All Might said this would be a total war or whatever, but the way I see it, the two big bads are like super vulnerable now, especially since Gigantomachia has taken a long prison nap. I bet we can take All for One and the League down easy when we find them.
You forgot 3 things, idiot.
Wait,
I had
3?
another idea, by the way. Sorry, we watched the 2 episodes.
This is our first episode back after a break.
They spent a lot of a season setting up the guy, Shinzo, who can like, basically if somebody responds to them, he can brainwash them.
Yes.
I'm wondering if he brainwashes Gigantomachia. Imagine Gigantomachia is on the field and is like, what's my next command? He imitates All for One's voice, the only thing that Gigantomachia responds to, and goes like attack my friend.
I need you to beat the shit out of me.
He'd go, yes, master, and then he would immediately close down.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Really?
First, we probably won't be able to find them. Think about it. We located the Nomu hangar, Shigaraki's hideout.
Wish they had the
research
search
lab,
quirk.
Sure, but since
That's
All
so
Might
broken.
defeated
That's such
All
a
for One,
bummer.
we haven't been able to track down the boss man himself. He's the best there is at going underground. Damn nutsack face!
Cursed mental image. Our second problem.
Oh,
We
gross.
faced an incomplete Shigaraki last time, so his
Apt.
true power is an unknown quantity. And
Yeah,
don't
that's
forget,
scary.
we've lost half our numbers since then. At this point, we may be no match for him.
Exactly. Third thing. They're the ones who get to decide when and where we face each other. All for One stole Ragdoll's search ability, so he can spot quirks from basically anywhere. With any luck, New Order ate that power up, but we're still at a disadvantage.
They did not eat that power up.
Unfortunately, no
We're
luck.
tapping every possible hero and resource.
This is why our next move is vital. I have to force Shigaraki out into the open and fast. To do that, I need to hurry.
You do mean we, don't you?
Seriously, Midoriya?
This isn't the Deku show anymore.
Me.
Also, where is...
They're like, we're not doing this again.
Also, where's the French guy and Hagakure? Not there.
Coincidence? I think not!
Of course.
French guys in France.
By the way, I wanted to get your opinion. Is it cool for me to walk around?
That should be fine now. With Uraraka's speech fresh on everyone's minds, the Hero Corps students and evacuees are getting along fairly well.
It just isn't fair. It seems like every time we think we've got All for One on the ropes, he gets the last laugh.
He has all those plans.
So true.
You've been mopey ever since Gunga and Jaku. I mean, we've all felt bad, but
Miserable
you
girl?
took things extra hard.
You have no choice, son. He's given us explicit new instructions. The messages were in code.
French.
Even if they were intercepted, no one will realize they were anything
Well,
bad. And out here, the surveillance cameras won't pick us up. Don't be scared.
I got worried because you stopped smiling.
Wait.
You even looked sad when Midoriya came back to us.
She's discovering that he's the
All for
spy.
One's out of prison now, so things will go exactly as he wants them to. You know if
Oh my
you don't
God.
follow orders, he'll murder the 3 of
oh
us!
shit.
You
Wait.
Everything he's asked told him all the information he wanted about UA.
He's the spy.
Told him about
Holy
the
shit.
training camp. No one knows that leak came from you.
The training camp, yep.
Yeah.
The villains somehow knew we'd be at the
called
USJ. It was the same when they ambushed us in the woods, even though that was supposed to be a top secret location.
Wow.
Don't tell me.
What a
We
snake.
don't want to cause harm, but at this point, we're in too deep to stop. My love, there's no other option. You have no choice.
Mama? Papa?
don't want to do this.
It can't be true. This whole time, behind our backs, Aoyama was...
We've only ever wanted what's best for you, son. For you to be free to live a happy life.
It doesn't seem like a happy life.
Everyone else?
Maman, it's so scary to be different. I don't like it.
When we found out you were quirkless, we didn't want you to feel excluded or less than. You deserve the chance to follow your dreams.
That's why I related to
We were
Deku so
trying
much.
to make things better for you.
If we'd known what was in store for us, we wouldn't have sought said devil out. I swear it. We never would have let All for One give you a quirk.
But
I'm sorry, I fucking
nailed
called
it.
this.
Is that right? You could be right! You're so right!
Oh no. This can't be.
Too late.
Nice work,
We're
babe.
All for One's pawns now. We either do what he asks of us or we are dead.
Oh my god.
I've got to find a teacher.
I called it.
You were pretty spot on.
I have had several years to think about this, and he's always been sus. And then remember that one episode where he stared in the window at Deku and was creepy? That one weird episode with him?
Yeah.
He kept saying we're very similar, our bodies don't quite mesh with our quirks, and I thought, he doesn't know that Deku was quirkless, but like I said, his body doesn't quite mesh with his quirk. It makes wow. Of course. So not Hagakure though.
Okay. I wonder why they set up that shot before.
Because she discovered it. I think it was a bait and switch. She is heavily involved. She's important.
Yeah,
but,
all right.
His pawns now. We either do what he asks of us or we are dead.
I've got to find a teacher or anyone.
Don't wear the gloves.
Right?
So
what are we doing?
I tried my best to hide the truth because if anyone found out what I've done, the guilt would crush me.
Who's on his team? Who likes
Put
him?
on a brave face. Then when All for One was caught at Camino, for a moment I thought maybe I would finally be free. I could be like everyone else.
My sweet boy, please forgive us.
He can probably
We suffer
detonate him
because of our mistakes.
with Lady Nagant.
I want to make sure both of you are safe. I can't let him kill you.
Yuka, in that case, you know what you have to do, darling. Help your parents.
Oh. Well, he's not in any danger.
Surprise, motherfucker!
He looks like he heard a lot of that.
Ran into Hagakure. She said that the traitor is...
What are you talking about? How absurd. The girl must have misheard us.
Of course.
Deku didn't say shit yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Back then, I was the only one who couldn't say anything. Everyone else in our class called out to you, tried to get you to come back.
He
to UA.
didn't. I never noticed that.
I watched as they desperately reached out to you. But I stayed silent.
Because he didn't want him to come back, because then he wouldn't have information on him.
His power is a quirk that was given to him by All Might, and All for One wants it?
Since day one, you're all amazing. I just want to be seen as your equal. You were.
Listen! It's no accident that I'm here. I could tell you were upset. You were the only one who looked sad, so I came looking for you.
Yes. Me. Alone. The USJ and the training camp.
You don't!
I led them to us both times.
All right, he's admitting it.
Dorian.
Wow.
It's true. I am a revolting villain.
Wow. So what happens now?
Revolting double meaning.
What do you mean?
Like, revolt meaning.
Oh, he's going to revolt against the... Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
I hadn't thought about that. But, wow. I gotta say, it is funny because, like, I did say that point as in, like, I really thought it was gonna be the French guy.
Yeah.
I guess it's Hagakure, but, like,
damn.
My evidence was correct. That's crazy.
Because unlike you, Toya, I have many friends.
A bunch of friends, huh? Great. If these randos you trust get caught, we're screwed again.
Broaden your mind. When a cheap lighter stops working, it doesn't affect you. You just throw it away. If my friends succeed, I'm happy. If they fail, I sigh and say, oh well. Then I forget them and adjust my course and carry along with my day. They're nothing more than disposable tools. If they let me have a bit of fun, hooray. But none of them are essential.
Wow. I wonder if there's a condition where it's gonna blow up when he...
Mama and Papa were so dismayed when they discovered I was born without a quirk.
Wow.
Do
this
they
is
have
alternate.
quirks? As children, they wanted for nothing, knew only love and happiness. It's possible they were more worried about me being different than I was, at least at first.
Oh.
So,
the pinky.
when my future looked uncertain, they did something desperate. There were rumors of a man who could give people quirks. Eventually, they found him.
How'd you just
The
find
quirk
him?
I received wasn't a good fit for my body, though. It hurt. My parents tried their best. They went through so much to give me a better life. All because I was afraid of being different. My dream started as a desire to conform. But now, I want to do what Mama and Papa did for me.
I've heard that All Might is going to be a teacher at UA. See that the boy enrolls there.
The trees looks like the paths of all for one.
Yeah.
I want to know.
And it's him talking. This is one of his paths.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of the ones he set up decades ago.
Is going to be a teacher at UA. See that the boy enrolls there.
To help others.
I want to know when your class will be unsupervised.
To bring joy to people's lives.
Wow.
Tell me more about this training camp.
So it's really his fault that All Might lost his powers.
If Izuku Midori
Damn.
returns
Yeah.
to UA, get him alone and lure him out into the open.
When I read your letter and found out that you were born quirkless, that we were the same.
He is lured out.
Well,
I couldn't stand it! Aoyama! I was so filled with despair!
Wait, hold on.
is he, like, using his quirk on him right now?
He said it when I found out we were both
When
quirkless.
I read your letter and found out that you were born quirkless,
He
that
said
we
he
were
couldn't
the
stand
same.
it. Because he went the evil path.
I couldn't stand it! Aoyama! I was so filled with despair!
Evil! One for all.
Oh, she can do light refraction.
Oh,
Body
okay.
refracts light.
Yeah.
Aoyama,
All right.
we all could have died.
Her big moment
The
here.
entire country's falling apart
Hell
around
yeah.
us. And you sat in class like you weren't involved. How could you sleep at night in the same dorm
Her
as us?
face.
She looks
How could you
amazing.
leave any of us behind? Well, explain yourself, Aoyama!
You don't get it!
He's not bad!
Hagakure's freed you. Do you see that? You don't have to hurt anybody else. It's over.
Like, what does All for One have on them?
Stand down. Stop fighting.
Like, he'll kill them?
But, like, stay at the UA shelter. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't he want to kill any of the heroes helping Deku? Like, does he have the detonation thing? You know, like,
Stand
what's
down.
the leverage?
Yeah.
Stop fighting. Please. We'll work this out.
I don't know if they will.
It's a tough one to work out.
Yikes.
Let's get this straight. He must have received the quirk from All for One about 10 years ago. Since that point, he and his family have been forced to act as pawns against their will. Physically, he seems fine. At least he wasn't rigged to self-destruct in the same way Nagan.
This is what I was wondering.
At this point, we can't deny
Count
it
how many
anymore,
times
can
you
we?
go like this in this
You're
episode.
such a dick. I've waited years for this.
I did my waiting! 12 years of it! In Azkaban! At this point, we can't deny it anymore, can we? There's a traitor at this school. I never thought it would be a student.
He called it.
I'm sorry, but I must ask you kids to give us the room.
Like we'd walk away from this.
Oh, they gotta be so pissed.
Yeah.
If Hagakure hadn't stumbled on you today,
What would you have done for him next?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, man! Say it isn't true!
Did he brainwash you or something? You must not have known what you were doing.
2 Hero Corps students born quirkless.
We're still trying to restore a state of order, so it's imperative that you start talking. Tell us what you've learned about All for One. Don't
Maybe he has
leave a single
info.
detail out.
That'd be nice.
Oh, you don't know anything useful. That's the truth, I swear.
I don't think All for One is that stupid.
If we didn't, he would kill us. If we lied to him, he would kill us. Our choice was life or death.
He threatened you?
It wasn't just a threat.
Fucking
He showed
duh.
us what happened to those who didn't follow his wishes. Anybody who ran to the police was murdered soon after betraying him. There wasn't a way out. No matter where you go, he will find you. You will die. It is an inevitable fact. Our
So why are
son
you
never
talking
knew
now?
the particulars of what he planned to do. All for One only told him to lay low and avoid suspicion. We're to blame, not Yuga.
How could you sleep at night in the same dorm as us?
My classmates, all of you could have died because of me. And yet, I smiled and laughed like we were friends, because I wanted us to be. When I found out Midoriya used to be quirkless like me and that he knew he'd have to stand against All for One, my heart ached at how miserable my life was. I was disgusted with myself, but wallowed in my own misery instead of worrying about him. I'm rotten to the core. There's no denying it. If you want to know the truth, it's that I am a villain through and through.
I don't believe you! Why did you try to save Kacchan and Tokoyami at the training camp, huh? What about the message for me? Is that something All for One told you to do too?
If we can't overcome the things that bring us pain, then you won't be able to twinkle, mon ami.
Of course not! That night was a desperate cry for help, and it totally went over my head. I mean, look at you. You're bawling right now, crying all over yourself, but it's obviously
like
not
Deku.
because you failed to do what All for One wanted. I know a hero who didn't give him everything either. He used her, but she stayed true to herself, to her heart. The problem was he'd crushed her spirit.
Young Midoriya.
Making mistakes or committing a crime doesn't mean you have to be a villain forever. So I want you to take my hand. Right
Okay,
now.
his hands are bound.
I see
but
what you're doing.
Because I promise you, you can still be a hero.
Not so fast, Midoriya. Sansa, gag the kid. We're taking him in. Save the handhold for later. It's a tough situation,
That was
but it doesn't
bad.
erase the
Take my
fact
hand
that
from
he
across
helped
the
all
room
for
while you're handcuffed.
No, actually gag him.
Actually, we're
It's a
going to
tough
the station.
situation, but it doesn't erase the fact that he helped All for One.
This is cute, but
We're only
you're going to
assuming
jail.
He's safe because he hasn't exploded. We can't say for sure that what happened to Nagant won't happen to him.
I think
Shouldn't
now
let
you
him
can say
speak
that.
another word until
Can
we can
you?
get him checked out and cleared at Central Hospital. Mr. and Mrs. Oyama, one last thing.
Jail.
Why didn't you tell All for One we plan to attack Camino?
We have no way of reaching out to him ourselves. He is in control of that too. We have to wait for him to get in touch with us. And each time the contact information is different.
So if you were ever caught, you'd be useless to us. Of course.
Detective,
That's not
I
Matthew
still have
Mercer,
no
is it?
idea where All for One is. But think, the board has changed.
But we're still at a disadvantage. Now do you get why we're tapping every possible hero and resource?
Our next move's vital.
Wait, hold up! Do we now have a way of forcing them to fight on our terms?
Wait, how?
He's right! When you look at it that way, he's given us the upper hand. It's possible that
What am I
Aoyama is the
missing?
only person in the world with the power to trick All for One.
Oh. Oh, if he reaches out for
Oyama.
info, he can give him false info.
Say it one
Oh,
more time.
shit.
I promise you, you too can be a hero!
Oh, wow. And he's been
They have
so good for so long.
have no
All
way to
for One
know.
has no reason to doubt anything they say.
Yeah. Also, I've been told we need to watch the outro.
Okay.
But he has
Wow.
no way of knowing that he's gonna lie. So.
Oh, he can just completely flip on him.
And listen to what he said. He was like, "Oh, I have friends." Like he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm still your friend." Wow. They're gonna set him up. I like it.
All right. Okay.
Oh, another spinner shot. I swear he's gonna be so important. I don't know how. I'm guessing it's because All For One's gonna give him quirks.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have many powers.
I wonder if it's going to be lizard related, like how lizards can lose a tail and it grows back, if maybe it's like a quirk grow back.
Well, the thing is, he does have all of the aspects of a lizard's quirk.
Yes.
Like, he does have that now.
Right. I'm wondering if All For One is going to try to combine that, like the regrowth component, with other quirks and maybe use that to get quirks back.
That'd be interesting.
Right?
I don't see that, but maybe. I was thinking more like maybe he'd make him like faster or like give him some sort of something. Like he's the only one of them that doesn't really have like a big quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Wait. It's literally they're going to their childhood selves.
Shut up.
Seeing his childhood self. Wow.
Baby Uraraka.
Oh. Baby Todoroki. Oh, and Deku and Bakugo trading all my cards.
Oh, shut up.
Who's
That's
the
so
third?
cute.
Interesting. That's a chickadee.
In the cherry blossoms.
Wow. Great ending.
Gorge.
I like that more than the intro.
I did too.
You're going to stand beside your class like they stood for you.
I won't let you drown in your guilt. You're gonna swim in it.
Be okay.
That's actually really exactly it. Yeah. But anyway, that's where we're left for Season 7, Episode 3 of My Hero Academia. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for more episodes coming every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our wonderful Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Sayasha asks, how do you feel about the reveal of Aoyama as the mole? Looking back, there are hints, but I feel they were subtle to the point of not really being hints. Do you think it was someone else? Are you satisfied with who it is?
I mean, Kenny kind of clocked it.
I mean, clearly the hints were
enough for you
maybe
to pick
not
up
for
on.
Most people, but for like a seasoned
if you're simply
reactor
built different
like myself,
then
it's also the fact that I've edited the whole series again. Like
yeah, you've gone frame by frame of every episode.
I watched it at least, like, not every episode, but a lot of the episodes twice prior to watching with Montana, and then when we were watching, that is something I thought about throughout.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm really gonna just think, and every time the signs seem to point to Aoyama, because like I said, the weird look to Dabi who didn't burn him at the camp, the fact that they even found these camps, like how are they possibly finding them? Not that pointed to Aoyama, but there had to be a traitor. So that was there. And then Aoyama's weird look at the camp, Aoyama's really weird episode with Deku and the cheese, and saying like, our quirks don't mesh with our bodies, like basically saying, we're the same, but I don't even know you don't have a quirk, but that kind of implies I don't have a quirk. Also, the fact that he was just very not featured and strange, like, I don't know, like, I feel like it was just, it made sense to me. There was one other part that kind of got me, I'm forgetting, but yeah, clearly I picked up on the hints, but I'm definitely, like, quote unquote, satisfied with it. Like, I think it was set up well, but not overly done.
It wasn't
like,
obvious.
Had I not had several watches, would not have seen it.
Yeah.
About your perspective.
I'm very happy with it. I think it was very well done. I also love the idea that they had this very like over the top performative character be the one who was like secretly the spy, because it feels very like
hiding in plain sight.
Magician doing big things with their hands while like something shady is going on over here. That's like,
yeah, look at the sparkles. Like,
yeah, no, exactly. Like I can't stop snitching.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I want to say that I was shocked, but I mean, you guys are going to see on tape, I was not that shocked. But I was shocked at the red herring of Hagakure, of them definitely setting that up.
Yes, they did.
I'm not going to ask a specific question about that, but somebody did ask, like, what do you think of her being the red herring? Because she is the perfect spy. Like, I see that being a possibility.
Yes.
But I liked that wasn't it, because they really didn't set that up.
Totally.
But anyway, let's go to our second question. Question 2. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this.
Hell yeah. I'm always so curious about what the questions are where you specifically want my take on it.
Tiger Claw asks, do you think the traitor's parents were the ones most at fault? Why or why not?
Yes, always. That's never not the situation. I thought it was so interesting that in the beginning of the conversation, Aoyama was like, yeah, it was definitely them who didn't want me to be different from everyone else.
This is what I thought about.
And then later on in the explanation, he's like, yeah, I just didn't want to be different, which is so textbook perfect representation of how parents will have their own insecurities and like things they want to happen in their child's life, and then just like manifest it so intensely that the child genuinely believes it's like their own thing.
Endeavor and Dobby.
Yup.
Yep. It's a theme in the show of the weight of parental expectations and how they can not just affect the child, but affect the child's perception of what they want.
Exactly. And I mean, it's obviously not the exact same situation, but think about Deku and his mom.
Well,
the idea of parents who have a different idea for their child's future from what their child actually wants, and how that affects that child.
Well, it is. Yeah, I guess it's an interesting comparison because they're the two comparisons of what a parent with a quirkless child would do.
Yeah.
And I think hers is far better, which
100%.
is accept that you don't have a quirk and you probably won't be a hero because of it, which looking back, like Deku wanted to be told you can be a hero, which, you know, like you can't do everything perfect as a parent, but if you're looking at the textbook, telling a child acceptance of who you are is a lot better 100%. Than let's get a supervillain to change you. Like,
yeah, well, and especially because he didn't seem super bothered by it in the first place. Like his parents were like,
they showed that
rich and happy.
Saying, like, why am I different?
Well, yeah, but doesn't everyone have a why am I different moment? Like that's such a normal thing to experience.
You know, it really felt like we have money, we can bankroll it and make it so that he's not unhappy anymore when they should have had the wherewithal to like sit with him.
I want to know if the parents had quirks.
I think unless they specifically tell us somebody's quirkless, everyone has quirks. Okay. Like it was 80% at the very first generation, and now we're at the fourth.
And now,
so everyone pretty much has quirks. In terms of the parents, like I understand that after you did it, you were under the thumb of All For One, but just don't do it. And also like, I really don't understand being like, he's gonna kill us if you don't do it when you're in a barrier protected by everybody. Like everybody's afraid they're gonna get killed by All For One. Like, don't give them more fuel. Like,
exactly. Well, and the thing is, like, I don't know. I think everyone has it's obviously like different for everyone, but like a trolley problem where it's like you and your family on the tracks and then however many people on the other side. And then you have to decide how many people you are willing to not necessarily kill yourself, but condemn in order to save your own life. And you know, that's a different number if they're strange. I'm not saying this for me. I'm just saying for the trolley problem in general. That's kind of the point of how the whole thing works, is it's different for everyone and different for each variation. When it's your friends and your classmates that you're condemning, like how many of your friends do you have to be responsible for killing before you decide that you would just be better off dead?
Yeah, can I offer a fascinating contrast that definitely occurred to him?
Yes.
So when he said, when I read the letter that you were quirkless and All Might gave you the quirk, like he hated it, or like that's when he shot the laser. Think about it. Aoyama's in a situation, he's given a quirk, and All For One's like, hey, give me information or I'm gonna kill just you. Putting all of his classmates in danger. The whole time he just stays with it, gives him information, gives it. Deku, the whole series has not really been in danger from All For One. The second he's in danger from All For One, he leaves the school and is like, hey guys, All For One is after me.
Yeah.
There's a chance that he's going to try to kill me. None of you need to be near me.
And if it puts you in danger, I would rather die. I would rather die by myself than know.
And that, I think, sparked this depressive state 100%. Of Aoyama where he's like, oh my God, this guy has it far worse than me from the same starting point.
He chose to be better.
Chose to be better.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe that's going to inspire him to be better now, but like...
Well, especially when Deku's the one literally reaching out his hand and being like, I don't believe that you are a villain.
I have our final question, which thank you for the lead-in. Katsuki Bakugo asks, what do you think about Bakugo realizing what Deku was trying to do, pleading with Aoyama and urging him on? Do you think that he finally realized that Deku saved him, Bakugo, and wants the same salvation for Aoyama.
Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it.
But just relating to putting the hand out.
Yeah.
Bakugo, a clear showing of growth there, that he wasn't just like, this is a villain, let me kill him. Like, he was like, nah, people deserve a chance.
100%. Well, and I'm curious if it was him agreeing with Deku, or if it was, there are two kinds of agreeing with someone, right? There's like, all of the points you're making, I believe in those points. And there's also, I just believe in you. So if you're saying something, I'm on board because it's you.
I'm gonna go with the first one you said.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the second one.
No, I don't think so either, which shows how, like how his relationship with Deku has deeply affected him in like a...
He thinks about things unrelated to Deku differently.
Yes. The way they showed in this episode, All For One and Shigaraki, where All For One was like, I can feel his rage as my own. It's like when two people become so close and grow into each other, kind of, that like the way someone thinks is just becomes the way that you think. It's a very cool Bakugo Deku moment.
Yeah, but
Baku Deku slime. I'm sorry.
Baku Deku slime. But anyway, we're gonna get into the next episode, see if Aoyama can work with Deku and the people to try to pull off a stunt here.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see. But that's where we're left for this episode of My Hero Academia. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for episode 4 of season 7?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.